Y'all. Welcome to another episode of Live Fully. Wow, this project is a bit tougher than it was initially. But let's get into it. So, my goal is to make a comic book, and there's a lot of things you have to consider when making a comic book. And so I gathered like a ton of different questions, a lot of questions. Like the conceptualization of the comic. What is it about? What do you want to create with it, and why is it worth reading? What are you making? What are some good ideas? Why? What will set it apart from the things that inspires it? And I mean, there's lots of questions to consider. I'm not gonna read them all to you because there's a lot of questions. But I do have answers to a lot of those questions. I had to write them down because if I have them somewhere, then it'll be easy to reference back to it as I continue along with the project. Well, ultimately, I want my book to be about movement, team based, where you're taking all these different forces, all these different characters, and you putting them together to have like this single outcome, this single moment in time. It's similar to when you're making food. Like these ingredients is what makes up the recipe. It's a recipe for a moment, and maybe that moment kind of teaches and helps you understand and learn something new. I want to make this because I want to promote creativity and bringing people together. Less hate, just people to accept and understand each. And everyone knows that, hey, there are things you can't do on your own, but recognizing that that's really hard to do. It's extremely hard to do from like having um, pride and self pride and believing that you have to do it on your own. I know a lot of people already understand that, but these sometimes you need something to bring light to that fact. For myself, that's something I've struggled with, so um, I think it's something important that I should add into my comic. What I'm making is an action packed, thrilling adventure that follows the radically different characters that set off on their own little adventure towards being the greatest crew they can possibly be. And they push past their limitations and build their band of misfits together. And they build trust in each other. Well, first and foremost, I get my ideas from hip hop, as you can see in the background. A lot of my stuff is hip hop based. I got my crew over there. More of the crew. DJing. My roast. Right there. Highly influenced by hip hop. It unites all these different aspects of life, whether you're into music, movement, speech, um, knowledge, uh, art. It brings all these cultural aspects under one roof. And that's how most cultures are. They all have their own language, sound, uh, visual, and movement to them. And like, I want to reach creative people with this. I want to reach active readers. I want to reach the athletes, the youth, the nerds, the fans of the same things that I'm a fan of. I want to reach those that are struggling. I want to reach those that seek to find some enjoyment and something that I'm doing. I just hopefully I reach these different groups of people. It's probably gonna be really hard to reach the female audience. Hopefully, like there are females that fit in those previous aspects that I already spoke about. I want my readers to feel as though that they can relate with the characters that are in this scene or something in that scene that they went through. I just want the story to become relatable. And as as my readers finish these chapters and like put my book down, my hope is that they feel joy, serenity, amusement, awe, and love and excitement from it, and they'll want to tell other people about it. It changed their whole entire mood, type of thing. I think what makes people love stories is being drawn into the evolution of the characters and the adversities that they go through. Through those adversities, they come out of it changed and better than before, or maybe they've learned something from it. Well, so going into the next episode, I want to take you guys into what I'm doing, like the actual drawing. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see drawing. You're gonna see projects that I'm doing that are also gonna inspire the things that I make. Um, I'll be doing murals, custom pieces for people, paintings. I'm just checking off all these things because I need to get these things done so that I can put more focus into making this comic, but I won't allow being away from the comic to not have inspiration for it, you know? As long as I'm being creative, I can contribute to the comic. I teach art and dance. Hopefully, I can showcase some of the dancing I do that will inspire characters. Like I want to act out some of these characters and how they would move, so I want to show you some of that too. But anyway, here's a clip of all my inspirations, starting right now. Thank you for watching. If you want to follow what I'm doing, just go to my channel, Janeil Foy on YouTube, and you can follow my Instagram, AlienJ_art. Um, yeah, go check it out and have a wonderful day. Peace.